Eddie Vedder has no secrets from us. Setting fourth off of his Into the Wild soundtrack, of course, for Brian, my golfy buddy in Boston, Alec Wall, Front Kiss, and a gentleman from Chile, so I believe his name is Alexander Jofre. Let me know how I did, sir. Okay, ready? It's acoustic on the album, but my favorite when they play it is when they do it electric. So I'm on the electric, do the exact same thing on the acoustic. Absolutely does not matter. Suit your druthers. Okay, the first thing is nothing more than a D power chord, but we're going to do it special Eddie making shapes way, and do G7 and B10. Note these two notes. They're the same as like a regular D power chord, but just an octave higher. So, you're going to pluck, very specifically, D, B, G, D, E, B, G, B. D, B, G, D, E, B, G, B. And you do that over and over again, and it sounds like this. Stop early, you can just futz the last couple of notes until you go down into D, but a D suspended 4, so add your pinky finger on the E string 3rd fret and go pinky off, and then kind of a junk strum on just the open strings into an E minor, followed by E minor 7, so either your ring or your pinky finger gets the B string 3rd fret for one extra strum, so that's going to be... switch to the B section of the verse, which is going to be your same D sus4 move, but now instead of a junk strum, you're going to put your finger back on the E string 3rd fret into a G, so same timing as the, but it's going to be into A, and now we're into the chorus, which is where I take a break so I don't have to do this again. I feel I should explain the strumming of the D sus4 walking jiggly action. Down, up, down, up, down. Down, up, down, up, down. Works for the G part too. Chorus. So we're going to take our same weird D power chord, and the thing about this is all the strings kind of work. Definitely the A, definitely the D, probably not the E here, but that's the chord, like from the A string down with our D power chord going. So what is that? Well, it's a D and it's got an A in it, which is in a D, and then it's got the E. It's a fancy way to play D suspended too, but that's not the point of the chord. So the second chord is a power chord shape on D7 and G9, and now you can still, from the A down, we've got an open B string that makes it an A suspended 2, but again, not the point of the chord. And here you're going to use your pinky and reach all the way to the G string 11th fret, thusly. And then into a regular E power chord, so up towards the ceiling by one more string. And it's an E minor if it were to be a chord. If you were playing the Ultra Campfire version of this, it would be an E minor. So you can go ahead and strum all of the strings for this. And then he's playing a G power chord on the D string 5th fret and the G string 7th fret, and you can strum the A string as well. So going through that in strummy fashion, here's our D power chord. The A power chord, the fancy note, E minor, G power chord, but you got your open B and your open Z. You want to be as strummy and weird and open about it as you want. In the album, you hear him be much more arpeggio-like. He arpeggiates a lot. Right, and that's what gives it all that bing, 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 bing motion that's going on there. He's just arpeggiating those chords, as verified by live performances of Eddie playing this. chorus, and the last part is sort of the end tag to the chorus, which is E minor. Out here realign, the better man chord. E2, G2, B3, up to G, to A7 sus4. You can leave these fingers there if you want. Just put your pointer finger on D2 and resolve to regular A7 before you go back in the chorus. So here's that part. All of those chords with just, this was a D, this was an A, this was an E minor, and this was a G. This is just the way Eddie did it because he wrote the song, and who are we to argue? Thank you for the excellent request. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time for the continued taking over the world efforts with more stuff. Goodbye. Oh, and the song ends with the D thing into the E minor 7. Bye for real.